Welcome to Prestige Worldwide, the podcast, a weekly battle of wits, debating everything from horseshoes to hand grenades, all for the privilege to be called right. And now, your hosts, Bobo and Travis.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Prestige Worldwide, the podcast. I'm Bobo, with me as always is Travis.
Hey, guys.
How we living, buddy?
Doing good, man. How about you?
I'm fired up this week. You on the other hand seem to be dragging a little bit based on our pre-show convo.
I am dragging a little bit. However, I'm going to pep up. I'm gonna pull my big boy britches and suck it up. I don't know. I've just been tired. There's no really good story about it. It's not like, I was out saving a bus full of nuns or something from falling off a hill and all of a sudden,
what?
I don't know. See, I'm tired. I don't know what
that's what you thought of. Yeah, exactly. Now I know how you're tired. You thought of bus full of nuns as your go-to for exciting stuff.
I feel like that would be pretty heroic, right?
I mean,
get me on God's good graces.
I guess I don't know if saving nuns now is as popular as other things.
I'll tell you what it's not going to do. Get me laid.
What? Oh, I don't know about that, man. You see how many priests bang kids? I'm sure nuns bang people too.
You think I can turn a nun? I don't think so. I don't think any nun is giving up her marriage to God for me. But
I think you should try.
You think I should try? You think I can get a pass from Mandy on that?
I think you should get permission from Mandy to try to seduce a nun.
Mandy, I have something I need to talk to you about, and it involves having sex with a nun.
and I hope she's thinking of some weird sister act role play.
I mean,
that's what I hope she thinks of. And then you're like, oh no, I just want to bang a nun.
I mean, I don't want to. I feel like it's for science. So
right, no, it is. It's for to see their convictions. Or we had to test their conviction.
Right. So
what better way than offering them the old Travis schlong and seeing what happens.
The old devil dong.
Oh yeah, there you go.
But yes, anyways, I'm glad to be here. I'm just dragging a little bit, but I'm gonna suck it up.
So speaking of inappropriate jokes,
yeah,
I'm very upset with myself.
Okay.
Last week we talked about Rosie O'Donnell.
Nope, Roseanne.
Not Rosie O'Donnell, Roseanne. God damn it!
You know what?
I'm tired too.
As we were talking pre-show, I almost did that as well.
Did you really?
Yeah. So
I mean, they are the same person, right?
Well, no, one's a racist and one's not.
Yeah, okay, that's true. They're both very annoying, though. But
okay,
so Roseanne, we were talking about Roseanne last week,
right?
And about specifically her blaming what she said on Ambien.
Yeah.
And after the episode, the whole rest of the week and most of this week, I've been making jokes about being sleepy and saying racist stuff, and I felt like I didn't have those jokes ready for the podcast, and I'm very upset with myself.
I tell you what, I'll be honest with you. I don't generally find you funny, but you had me cracking up on some of the ones you were coming up with. So
yeah, I think we should get the show sponsored by Lunesta. So then anything that we say on the show, we can just say, "Oh, it's because I'm sleepy." This show brought to you by Lunesta.
Yeah, but isn't the point to get Lunesta because we got to blame it on Ambien or Ambien?
No, I want to get a competitor that wants the free marketing.
Yeah, no, but Lunesta doesn't own Ambien.
No, but they're a competitor and they're a sleep pill. So the idea is that
right.
But
we have to blame it on their competitor because they don't have those side effects. Do you follow?
Right.
See?
Exactly. Okay.
That's how they make their money. Yes.
But we also should have made a Twitter account that just said really wild, reckless stuff. Oh, yawn. Oh, man. I wish all the Jews would be put in ovens. Oh, I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just a little sleepy from that sleeping pill I took.
Yeah, I just woke up from a nap, man. It's okay. The 3/5 compromise was a pretty good compromise.
It's still a compromise. So
I didn't cry in the Trail of Tears. Oh, yawn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just think the potential for so many good jokes is there. And I feel like the well is still untapped. No one really picked up on that. Why we didn't do it last week, I don't know. I'm very upset with myself about it.
Why we didn't do it last week, yes. I agree. We should have. That's a great idea. We really screwed the pooch on that one. But I understand why other people aren't making those jokes. Because apparently,
because they had decency.
Well, that they have decency, but apparently you just can't make jokes anymore. Like
that is true.
I'm feeling like now. Don't get me wrong. I am not condoning what Roseanne said, but I'd like to talk a little bit about Samantha Bee, because that happened right as our episode got aired last week. And if you don't remember, or if you didn't hear, she was going on a speech, or a rant, if you will, a passionate rant about kids and their parents being separated in ICE facilities and in immigration facilities. And she was basically saying that Trump should do something about it. And she was speaking to Ivanka and said that she should talk to her dad, and called her a feckless cunt. And then apparently everybody went crazy.
Can I let me stop you for a second?
Okay.
That's exactly what happened. I'm not disputing what happened.
Right.
Does it not bother you a little bit that it was kind of a little mean-spirited? Because Ivanka there is not the problem. She's using the word cunt there against Ivanka as like a mean-spirited joke to get laughs. But
okay.
Is that not a cheap way to get laughs?
I don't know. I don't think so. If anything, I think it just overshadowed her argument, which she had a great argument, or she had something great to actually bring forth to the mass audience. However, by using, feckless cunt or using that, it overshadowed her. I don't necessarily have a problem with it. I mean, let's not take sides right now. But how long has the right called names and done this kind of shit, and yet the left just kind of takes it and doesn't really...
True. I think that it's kind of like the turning the other cheek. Like if you don't give them any more fuel for the fire, they, you know what I mean?
Right. I don't have a problem. I guess I don't have a problem with it anymore. Honestly, the high road has not worked at all. So I guess it's just time to do some name calling. I guess that's where we are.
Yes, but I guess the problem is, like, why would you call Ivanka a cunt when you're really pissed at her dad? I think that's part of the issue.
I think because she gets a pass. She gets a pass by doing nothing. Like, I don't know.
Right, but we didn't elect her.
No, we didn't. Okay, that's true. But she's...
I'm not saying I agree with her. I think it's kind of... I can see why people were upset, because it's a little mean-spirited to go after someone's kid when they're not the one that's the problem, if that's what you think. You know what I mean? Like, she wasn't the target of what her whole monologue was about.
Right. However, I understand what you say, but we can't bring this argument to, well, it's his kid. No, she's part of the administration. She is.
Oh yeah, true. No, true. You're right. Yeah, you're right. But I think it's part of the fact that it wasn't part of her argument. It's kind of like throwing that joke in as like a way to get like cheap laughs, kind of, I guess, more than like to make a point. I guess. I don't know. Not that I agree with them saying, Trump come out and saying they should cancel the show, although what's he gonna do? I mean,
okay. So with Trump calling that they should cancel the show, and everybody bringing the parallel between Roseanne Barr and Samantha Bee is absolutely ludicrous. And if you
that's not like, you can call someone a cunt, but that's not a racial slur,
right? Yeah, I mean, I
don't care if you think it's offensive.
Sure, and it is offensive. Let's be clear with that. It is offensive, but okay. Just because it's offensive doesn't. It's
a great word, right, by the way. But that pisses off a lot of women. A lot of women do not like that word being used.
Oh, I would think I would think probably about 95% of them. Yeah, I mean, and it's a tough word. Like I love the word. It's great.
Yeah, that's why I love it. That's why I love it, because it's tough, but it's not racially charged.
Right. However,
so you can call anybody one.
But it is as close. It's as close as a word can get without being racially charged.
That's the best part about it, though.
Yeah, I agree. I don't have like I said, I don't have a problem with it being used, and I don't really have a problem with it being used in this instance.
No, me either.
I don't understand why. I don't understand why everybody was so upset. I really don't.
I can understand if you're upset about it. If you don't like what they said about her, I get that. That's one thing. But to compare this to what Roseanne said, they're not even the same fucking sport.
Sure. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But
that's my problem. Like, they're not comparable. Calling someone a cunt's like calling someone a fucking asshole. It happens every fucking day.
Right.
No big deal. Move the fuck on. Like, you can't go out and publicly call someone a monkey, a black person a monkey, and like get away with it in 2018. It's not how the world works anymore.
Thank God.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
I'm saying that's right. My point is, though, you can't compare the two things. They're not comparable.
I agree. And
the outlash over getting upset to that level, comparing it to Roseanne, is ridiculous.
And I don't know. I just, it's so hypocritical at this point of what we get outraged by and what we don't. I know that the parallel has been made this week, but between Ted Nugent and what he has said in the past as to what Samantha Bee said, Ted Nugent called President Obama a subhuman mongrel. And they were okay with that. I believe Ted Nugent's been to the White House.
I don't want, dude. Ted Nugent. Oh man, talk about slippery slopes to open up, man.
Yeah,
I have a whole episode idea that's kind of based around Ted Nugent.
Yeah,
and some of what he's done.
Okay, all right. So we'll get back to Ted Nugent then. But I guess I just get it, or I get tired of the hypocrisy of people. Like, if you're gonna be outraged by Samantha Bee, you gotta be outraged by somebody on your side. And vice versa. So
I like how we picked Ted Nugent. That just makes me funny.
The only way he is relevant anymore is just by saying stupid shit.
I mean, a lot of people do that and they're so relevant. So
I guess, but that's just like every once in a while he's just like, oh, nobody's paying attention to me, and says something vaguely racist. And sometimes
you do know this is a guy who basically he was in a relationship with a 17-year-old.
Okay, yeah,
and he couldn't marry her, so he became her legal guardian so he could bang her.
That sounds about right. That sounds. I mean, honestly, that sounds like something or somebody that Fox News would put on their programming.
Yeah.
I mean, good God. Anyways, do we want to try to get into what we're going to talk about today?
We kind of are talking about it already because this whole episode is about crossing the line, over the line. Where is the line nowadays, Travis?
I don't know.
Is the cunt the line? Is that it? I thought that was not the line, but apparently people are so upset that maybe it is.
I mean, I don't like that. I guess I don't know. That's the problem. Everybody's just so offended by everything.
Well, I will give a disclaimer for this episode. If you are part of what we call the greatest generation, what age is that? What's the lowest age you can be and be the greatest generation? I'm looking that up now because I need to know who I'm talking to.
I mean, I think what is it? 50?
What birth years are the greatest generation? Birth ends in 1924.
Oh
wow,
Jesus!
So they're 94 years old now.
That's the greatest generation. So we're gonna go a little younger with that then, right?
No. We're not. Maybe, but the generation after that is called the silent generation, apparently. So,
the silent generation?
Yeah.
The generation, is that the generation that protested the Vietnam War?
I don't know.
The silent one? Okay, whatever. Anyways, you got some problems with old people.
I didn't realize they were that old now. Jesus Christ.
Good. Get rid of them.
But anyways, my story's about them because these people that we're talking about are probably that old. So
okay.
Anyways. Travis, the lines of decency
have,
in my opinion, have never been crossed worse than I've seen this week.
Okay.
I've got to tell the listeners a story, okay?
All right.
So, what is the line for decency when you go to a public restaurant?
What is the line of decency?
Yeah, like that's a broad question, I know, but like, there's a line of being decent at a restaurant and not being decent. We have to agree on that, right? Somewhere there's a line.
Sure. I feel
if
like
you
go ahead.
Well, you okay? I can't. I'm still laughing about it. But if you, Travis, as a grown ass adult man, bring your own gravy into a restaurant to use with your food, have you crossed the line of decency?
What the fuck?
I was at a restaurant this past weekend.
Okay.
My shitty dive breakfast joint. This was at 6 a.m. in the morning, by the way, on a Sunday.
That sounds terrible.
And I eat breakfast at this place. It's really cheap. I get pancakes and bacon and eggs and toast and coffee for $4.75.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
It's really fucking great, dude. I'm telling you. And I both eat with tip for like $13. Nice. And I leave like a $5 tip.
Nice.
It's amazing. But this man, this fucking grown ass senior citizen, walks into the restaurant with one of those styrofoam cups from KFC filled with gravy.
Like he has KFC gravy.
Yes.
Like it's actually KFC gravy, or he has a styrofoam container like KFC.
I saw him use it later. I'm positive it's fucking gravy.
Okay, but did it say KFC on the container?
Yeah, no, it was the one you get from the takeout from KFC.
Okay, I'm just trying to get a picture of what we're dealing with.
That's the
here.
picture of a carry out styrofoam container of gravy from KFC.
So he sits down and orders food?
Yes.
Okay. Food comes, he pulls out the gravy, or pulls off the lid?
The gravy was out the whole time. He walked in carrying it and placed it on the table.
Right.
It was clearly visible the whole time.
And this is breakfast.
Breakfast, 6 a.m.
Okay. All right. So he gets food. Do you know what he ordered?
Yeah, he got biscuits and like some bacon and some hash brown. It was like a biscuit breakfast entree thing.
Okay. All right. So presumably, is that like it has like sausage gravy on top of it normally?
Now, Travis.
Yes.
Let me tell you about this restaurant before you answer this question, because this will influence your decision.
Okay.
This restaurant has a whole section on their menu that is labeled gravies.
Okay. All right. So
it's not like he did not have gravy options at this restaurant. He had a whole section of them.
But none of them are up to his standards.
Apparently not up to the standards of the Colonel.
The Colonel. So, do you think... Now, do you think he ordered something off of the gravy section and said, "Hold the gravy"? And then
I don't know.
And then he pulled out his KFC gravy because he likes that better than I've never mentioned gravy in this span of time more times in my life than I have right now. B, gravy sucks. I don't know, like I'm just not a gravy fan.
Wow, shots fired.
I mean, I don't think that's really a hot take. I'm just not a gravy fan, and I mean, I kind of gotta applaud the brazenness of this dude. Like,
no, don't applaud this man. Why would you do that? This dude brought in outside food to a restaurant and acted like that was okay. That is not okay, Travis.
I kind of got a little bit of an idea of what you were going to talk about in this story. I hadn't heard this story, but I kind of understood that the food was brought in. I thought this dude just like brought in his own like breakfast and just sat down and ate a breakfast. But
he brought in his own gravy from KFC. That is so fucking trashy.
Oh no! Let's yes, I completely agree with that. But I think it's hilarious that's his gravy. That's what he wants.
Oh, it's funny. But it's not decent. That's my point.
Now, okay. Now, let me ask you a question on this one. So, somebody goes to, a restaurant and brings their own salad dressing. Is that okay?
Like
they really
that's That's a lot closer to the line than the gravy. I'll give you that.
Why is that? But okay, why is that close to the line? They're both condiments going on something.
Because sometimes people have some dietary restrictions. They have to have a certain kind of salad dressing. They're on a diet and they want to make sure they have a dressing that fits their diet. Obviously, if you're bringing in KFC gravy, none of those apply.
But okay, so it's not okay if they go to a restaurant and they want Hidden Valley Ranch, and all they serve is like Ken's Ranch. So they bring in their own.
Oh no, listen, Travis. The type of dressing you bring in matters. If you bring in fucking Hidden Valley Ranch in your purse, you're fucking trash people. Because it's ranch. But if you bring in like some 0-calorie vinaigrette thing, like I'm okay with that.
Okay. What you pull out of bottle
Not
of
okay
ranch.
with it. I would grudgingly understand it. If my mother did that at the table, I'd be like, Mother, what is wrong with you? Put that away before anyone sees it. Like, I would scold them because it's still not okay.
Right.
But it's much more okay than Mother bringing out a fucking tub of KFC gravy at the table.
I mean, it is funny. It's really funny.
It's funny if it's not your family. What if that poor man's wife was sitting with him?
I mean,
Here's a hint. He was forever alone.
okay. So wait, he was by himself and he did that?
Yes.
I sounded surprised there, but I don't really know what I was expecting. Like, I don't know if
I was only expecting a man to be alone. If you tell me a man brings his own gravy to a restaurant, I assume he's alone.
Was there a counter at this place? And did he sit at a counter?
There is a counter. No, he did not. He sat at a table.
He got his own table.
The table next to us, which is why I saw the gravy.
Now, okay, my next question, because I've got many.
Keep going.
Did it look from the waitress's perspective that he has done this before? Like, did anybody question him?
So I go to this restaurant every weekend.
Okay.
I have not seen this man before.
But nobody...
So if he comes to this restaurant, it's not frequently at the same time I do.
Right.
So I don't know.
But nobody questioned when he pulled out a fucking thing of gravy. Like, right?
No.
Nobody said anything to him.
In his fairness, this is not the kind of restaurant they would make a big deal about this sort of thing.
I guess.
Like, it's not like a real, like, it's not a chain restaurant where they might have a fit about that. Like, there's no manager on duty bullshit, but.
Right, I get that, but like, I don't know. It's funny. Hey, listen.
It's also pathetic, though, right? Are we on the same page there?
Yeah. Like, I'm trying to get into this guy's brain a little bit. I'm trying to think like he would.
It's not hard. There's a lot of space in that head.
I know. I understand that, but like, so you're sitting there and you're like, okay, I'm going out for breakfast, right? And
right.
I think I want some bacon and biscuits. Ooh, I really don't like that place's gravy. You know whose gravy I do like? The Colonel's. I'm gonna get
Travis. Here's the worst part about what you're just saying, though. Okay,
right. Oh,
let's say he thought about all of that.
Right.
It's 6 a.m.
Yes,
KFC is not open.
I just thought about that too. Yes, this was premeditated. Like
it had to have been.
Do you think? Man, did you watch this guy eat it all? Like, kind of like, did you
yes.
glance over? Was he eating at the same time?
Yeah, oh yeah, I watched him eat his meal.
So he seemed like he was he really enjoying it, just kind of mildly enjoying it? Like, did you get
He's
that?
Like a curmudgeonly old man, so not really. I don't know if he enjoys anything except the sweet release of death at this point.
I was really hoping that, he was thinking about this, like, this was like going to be his weekend. Like, I just can't wait to get to that breakfast place on Sunday morning, get me my biscuits, and just dip those biscuits into some KFC gravy.
What a sad existence that is.
I
right?
I think
is
agree.
that not like, if someone posted that, like one of our friends, like literally posted on their Facebook, man, I just can't wait to just go to that restaurant Sunday morning and get some of those biscuits with my KFC gravy. I would call the suicide hotline, be like, yeah, we got a live one.
Not for long.
Well,
but I'm shocked, and there's so many layers to this story that I really want to go have breakfast with this dude. Like, I would love to just sit down and talk to him.
Fuck the greatest generation. He looked like he was part of it, and that generation sucks. They're the worst. They're the scum of America.
All right. listen, that's fine. I can get on board with that. Any other stories about old people?
Yes, I have a second story.
Oh, good.
So, again, so my wife was at her job, and they had a retirement dinner for the people that retired this year.
Okay.
And they invite all the past retirees to this dinner. Okay.
Okay.
Where they honor the current retirees. The old retirees have like an open invitation. They can always come. All right.
Okay.
So this dinner is paid for by the current staff, though. Like they all chip in and pay for it. It's catered, and they do a very nice job, and it's at a nice place, but they pay for it.
Okay.
So every year, this lady comes. Apparently, this retired lady comes to this dinner, and apparently her only goal is to take out as much free food at the end as possible.
But okay. Does she?
So.
Go ahead.
So, apparently, Anne found out about that this year because when they were cleaning up at the end of it, like they pack up all the food and like they take it to the school and stuff. And the next day, the teachers have like the leftovers for lunch and stuff.
Okay.
That's part of the reason why they pay for it themselves, but they get to eat the leftovers too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
This retiree doesn't kick in because she doesn't work at the school. And her only goal is to take as much food free home with her as possible. And she had the balls this year when they were packing up like stuff. She was looking for I think she was looking for the cookies. And she asked Anne, she goes, "Where did all the cookies go?" And Anne's like, "Bitch, they're not for you."
Right. What do you mean, where did they all go? The meal's over.
Yeah, like she was like looking around for stuff to take with her and was like, "Where'd all that stuff go?" Like, it's not yours. You didn't buy it.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. Who
has the balls to do that, though?
I don't know, but you know what? I'm a bit envious of people like that.
Are you?
A little bit. Because obviously she doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, but no one loves her.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe she's got a husband that is equally as moochy. But like...
That's fucking ridiculous. I would have punched that dude in the face.
Like, I mean, I'm not gonna jump to the conclusion that nobody loves her, but I'm a little bit jealous of somebody that just doesn't care that much. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not jealous because it means the society is breaking down.
I mean, but did she throw a fit when the cookies were gone, or did she get her cookies? Do you know?
Yeah, she complained about it.
Well, all right. So fuck that lady.
Right, she's a bitch, but also, how fucking cheap are you? And like, it's not right in the first place. I would never. Travis, you and I are both. We are card-carrying members of the Cheapskates Club.
Right.
We would never do that.
No, I would not. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely not. I don't want.
Right, I know you wouldn't because we're decent human beings. There are lines we won't cross that apparently people, scumbag greatest generation people, will do whatever they can. So here's the thing: before you think about ways to defend this lady,
right?
This just has happened for like 9 years in a row. So she doesn't clearly need the food to survive. She's not on like going on hard times.
You mean because she hasn't died of starvation yet? She doesn't need the food.
Exactly.
Is that okay? Jesus Christ. I can't.
Right.
Now, did she bring her own container to try to take food with?
Yes. Yes.
Did she bring like Ziploc bags and shit?
Yes.
Nice. Wow.
Right?
I want to meet this lady too. I want to get this lady and the old dude, the gravy dude, on a date together.
I want to lick everything that she took. Before she puts it in her fucking Ziploc bags. She probably has reused. She probably washed them in the sink, rinsed them out, and brought them.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Oh god, that's so disgusting. She probably didn't even use soap. She's probably saving money on the fucking soap. Oh, it's good enough. And she hasn't died of botulism yet. How, I don't know.
Because apparently she's building up her immunities by just reusing the same goddamn bag.
Great, so she'll live for fucking ever. I'll die at 50 of a heart attack from a rage stroke of watching some lady shovel fucking cookies in a Ziploc bag some night, and she'll live to be 110. God damn, do I hate old people.
That old lady's gonna break you.
Oh my god, my brain is already feeling it.
Wow. Well, that's good God. I don't really have. I don't have old people stories. I guess I don't. Yeah, I don't. I can't recall anything right now.
I hang around more old people than I want to admit, and it's not going well for me as a life decision.
Yeah, I see that. They're irritating.
It's going the opposite way. It's awful. All I see is people posting things on Facebook that are clearly fake from these old people.
Right.
And then everyone piling on about, like, half people on are like, yeah, and the other half are like, that's not true. And I'm like, it doesn't matter at this point because you're all too dumb to understand what the real issue is.
So let's brainstorm a little bit here. What can you do to get back at old people?
What do you mean?
Like, what is your gravy? What is your KFC gravy? What can you do to irritate old people and maybe drive them into an early grave?
Use the internet effectively?
Yeah, but that doesn't get to them. At least not this century. But, you know, like...
Tailgate them as they're going 20 miles an hour in a 45 zone?
Oh, man. God. I've just been infuriated this week with people and their goddamn driving. Like, I mean, I don't... Apparently nobody needs to use turn signals anymore. And they can just cross lines whenever the fuck they want.
So, you've started driving more recently. Fair statement? You've started doing more driving recently.
Yes. Yeah, yes. I'm not 16
I will
years
tell
old.
you, as someone who drives a lot, I've put 2,500 miles in my car in the last 20 days.
Jesus.
And I have not been to a dog show.
Wow.
Right. I drive a lot. So, I will tell you that eventually, Travis, you will get to the point where you just reach driving nirvana and nothing bothers you anymore. It's coming, I promise you.
Really? You think?
I was the same way as you, man. Everyone in the world used to piss me off on the fucking road. I'd be fucking giving them the finger and getting pissed off behind the wheel and let me tell you, man, one day you're just like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, you just drive so much that it just leaves your mind and you're like, whatever happens, man. We can get where we're going. And now when I drive, people can do the dumbest shit ever and I'm just like, it's cool. Whatever.
That doesn't sound like you at all. I don't know if
that's why I know it'll happen to you because I'm like the most not chill person you've ever met.
Right. Well, I guess I'm hoping for that. I don't know.
If you do anything enough, you get desensitized to it.
I guess.
And that'll happen to you eventually. Don't worry.
Well, maybe. We'll see.
The only thing that I have not been desensitized to yet is the fucking internet.
Masturbation.
Yeah. I mean, I'm into some weird stuff now. Like the kinks get weirder and weirder. But...
Right. You just gotta ramp up your jerking off material.
Well, now I'm only into like Shrek 2 porn.
Ooh.
It can't be the first Shrek. It has to be the sequel. That's the only way I can get off now.
I only like it if they use the original Chris Farley voice.
Before they changed it.
Yes, for the Shrek porn. So.
Oh, dude, that's a good... You know what? Now that you said that, though, oh, man, I'm going to have a hard time getting up tonight now after you thought about that. Oh.
Well, good luck to you.
Oh, man. And then I got to find someone doing it with a BBW in it, too. Oh, that's weird. Oh, man.
I have faith in you. I think you can do it. But
I can't wait.
I don't know. Any more old people stories?
No, but I want to talk about another crossing of the line that really pissed me off this week.
Okay.
So, as people may or may not know, there is a punk rock band named NoFX.
Ah, yes. Okay.
And they're like a real punk rock band, all right?
Yes.
They say what they mean. They're real outspoken. They fucking are super left wing. Like they sing about all everything's wrong with the Republicans. Like that's what they do. Like they're a punk rock band. That's what they do.
Right.
But they're also an old punk rock band. They've been playing music since like 1983 or something like that. Like they're like in probably their 50s at this point.
Right. Yeah.
So, they were on stage at a show the other day.
Wait, before we get into that, can we give a little history about this band a little bit?
Sure, what do you want to say about them? Sure.
So the lead singer, his name's Fat Mike, and he's got an alter ego named Cokie the Clown.
Yes, he does.
Okay. And there was one concert where he was playing as Cokie the Clown.
No. Let me stop you. I want to talk about that after this, though.
Okay. All right. I thought. Okay. Go ahead then.
I know what you're talking about, but I want to bring it up after we talk about this.
Okay.
So yes, just keep that in the back of your mind, listeners. But so they're on stage. NoFX is on stage playing a show. And let me find the exact quote they said while they were on stage. I want you to know the whole joke, okay?
Right.
Where was it? Okay. So they're on stage, and they were playing a song, and I guess between songs, Fat Mike said something about if you play a song about Muslims, you're going to get shot. And one of his bandmates said, man, I'd say getting shot in Vegas, I mean, if you're a country band. And Fat Mike said, I mean, that sucked, but at least they were country fans, not punk rock fans.
Right.
Apparently, like, that was a joke that they had to. So what happened from that joke was basically the joke is you only get shot if you're in a country band in Vegas, and then it's okay because you're not punk rock fans, you're country fans. Like, it's like saying country fans aren't as good as punk rock fans.
Right.
Whatever. I get that the shooting in Las Vegas happened a couple months ago, which is why it's fresh on people's mind, which is why the crowd did not go over with the crowd. The crowd did not like that joke. FYI.
Okay. Which is horseshit.
I think they were playing in. Were they playing in Vegas when they did that joke?
I think so.
They were playing in Vegas when they made that joke, by the way. So at their hometown crowd.
Right.
So,
right. So I understand the groan in that respect, but I think it just makes it funnier to me.
So what happened was the next day they're hosting. There's a music festival that's happening in Ohio, and it was called Punk and Drublick, which is also the name of NoFX's gold selling record.
Right.
The most popular record. It came out like 20 years ago, but it's the most popular record. And they're hosting their own music festival and a craft beer festival. It's like two things in one in Ohio. And they got removed from their own festival.
Right. Yes. And honestly, no, I don't think it was just one off either. I could be wrong about that, but I believe there was a couple festivals set up for this.
I think there were a couple dates. Yes.
Yeah. So
that's right. So, right, they took them off the show. Their own show, by the way, that's named after their own record.
Right. Yes.
And then that's one thing that happened. And then after that, NoFX came out and issued an apology for their comments. And the quote was, let's see.
I have it here if you want to read it.
You want to read it?
Sure. I can't sleep. No one in my band can. What we said in Vegas was shit and insensitive, and we are all embarrassed by our remarks. So we decided we will all get together and discuss and write an in-depth, sincere, and honest apology because that's what the people we offended and hurt deserve. And then they went on to write a longer one. And that go ahead.
I don't want to read the longer one where they basically just say it's like we don't blame it. We own it. Like, we're not blaming it on anything else. We said it. We were sorry. We didn't mean
right.
It's a tasteless joke. We don't condone violence. Blah blah blah.
Right.
Like, motherfuckers, you are a punk rock band.
No wait.
Now you're apologizing for making a joke.
No. Now wait. No wait. Did you not get to the end of it?
What?
Did you not get to the end of the apology?
I got it.
You got to the end of it. How they signed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then they signed it NoFX?
Nope. So they had a longer apology, and they signed it as sincere as we've ever been.
Okay.
So they're just fucking joking around still. Like, they're still it's still humorous. They're not actually apologizing.
You think that's humor?
Yeah, as sincere as we've ever been, they've never been sincere. They've done jokes.
I disagree. I don't know if you'd ask Fat Mike that, if he would think that. I think when he says things, he fucking means them a lot of the time. So I think he thinks he is sincere a lot of the time.
Oh,
he just says it in a mean and direct way about things he doesn't like because he's very outspoken.
Oh no, I mean, I honestly, I took this as them being sarcastic through the entire thing. I don't think this was sincere at all.
Interesting. Okay. That's not how people are taking it. So.
Oh, I thought this is funny. I thought they're still just being assholes, and I'm okay with it. Like,
I mean, I'm okay with them being assholes. I didn't take it like that. That's interesting that you did.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious, but I don't know. That's just me. I guess as sincere as we've ever been. You've never been sincere. Like, I don't know. But let's get to some of the other shit that they've done. Do you want to do that?
Go ahead. You want to talk about the other story? You go ahead now. Yeah, now you can tell your story.
Yeah, so like I was saying, Fat Mike has an alter ego, Cokie the Clown, and he played a show one year, and I think it was at South by Southwest Music Festival in Austin, Texas, and at the end of the show,
it was at Emos.
Yeah, it was. I think it was too, and at the beginning of the I guess it was. I don't know. It was either the beginning or the ending of the show. I don't remember. But he passed around tequila shots for everybody. Poured tequila shots out of a bottle. Gave them all around. You know, everybody's drinking them. Then asks for a video to be played where they show him pissing into the bottle. And then walking on stage and passing out shots of this tequila. So basically people were drinking his piss. And I don't think they can ever play at South by Southwest anymore.
I like how you said, like, basically. No. They drank Fat Mike's urine.
Yeah, I mean, they drank some of his urine.
Fat Mike pissed into shots that he then served to his own fans, and they drank them. Right. That's the kind of band they are. Yet they apologize for making a joke about country fans being lesser than punk rock fans.
Yeah. I mean,
like, fuck off, man. That's bullshit.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Can we not, like...
I wouldn't have fucking apologized. I don't think it's a big fucking deal enough to apologize.
I agree. I agree. Like, come on. Can we not fucking make jokes about this thing? Like, I don't know. I just don't. It's so. This is what I'm talking about. We can't make jokes about anything.
No, like the fact now in 2018 they have to apologize for that joke is fucking awful.
Yeah. Oh no, I agree. And
I don't think they wanted to apologize.
Yeah. And if that was sincere, that sucks. It really sucks. But I will say the Punk and Drum like music festival is still happening in Europe. Like the U.S. dates have been canceled, but the European dates
canceled them.
Yeah, well, I think so.
Wow.
Well,
okay.
I shouldn't say that. They're not listed on NoFX website, so I don't know. But honestly, the brewery that got involved with them, Stone Brewery, like, you know what you're getting involved for. And to drop off of their festival that quickly is kind of ridiculous.
It's named after their fucking album. How can you get rid of them?
Well, but I mean, like, I don't. It's not that they got rid of them. They just the sponsor pulled out. So, like, because the sponsor pulled out, they can't afford to do the festival anymore. So the festival's no longer happening.
No, they're still having the one in June.
Oh yeah, they are
in Ohio. Yeah, they're still having it. Just NoFX isn't playing it.
Wow. All right. Well, I don't know.
It's not that bad of a joke. Like, that to me, I think that it's a joke that's close to the line. Like, it makes you feel uncomfortable. That's the point of the joke.
Yeah.
They're a punk rock band. Like, they can step on that line. That's who they are. Oh, God. People are getting way too sensitive, Travis. I'm not happy about it.
I mean, I agree. Especially in a place where you expect it. I don't know. I guess we could get upset over another shitty band or shitty band doing it, but I don't know. I like it though that this was the last. Like they already did a bunch of dates of this Punk and Drublic Beer Festival, and there was only one left that they are not playing.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, there's only one left. That it already happened this past weekend. And
okay.
But yeah, you're right though. They didn't play it. Like they were not listed on the bill. I wonder if they still came out and played.
I doubt we would have heard about it.
That's true.
They had.
I don't know.
There's no way they did.
All I'm saying is Stone Brewery. I probably won't be drinking too much more of your beer. Because if you guys
I will never be drinking their beer because that's bullshit.
If you guys are that big of pussies to drop off, to drop off as a sponsor because of that comment, I'll find a beer that has
find a beer with balls.
A beer with balls. That's a great way of putting it. Oh Jesus! So
that punk rock bands issuing apologies for anything to me just is funny to me.
Yeah. Sure. I honestly took all this as a joke. Now that I'm looking at it through your eyes, I don't like it. I don't like it very much at all.
Right? Yeah. No, I don't like it at all either. But it makes me uncomfortable. Like,
well.
First they came for the punk rock bands. Who's left? You know what I mean? Like it's like that story. Like they came for them, and then no one said anything. Like I'm standing up for the punk rock bands.
Yeah. Great.
Like I want them to be offensive. That's the point.
All right, well, so we ended that one on a downer. You want to get into some end times?
You want to do end times?
Let's do some end times.
We'll have to post this video on the website.
Yes.
It's really just a GIF. It's not short of a time. We'll post it on the website, but then we'll describe it to the listeners, and by the time this podcast hits tomorrow, this is very fresh. This happened hours ago. By the time this hits tomorrow, this will be very fresh.
Right.
Apparently, today at a meeting, Donald Trump, and this is not political because we don't talk about Donald Trump in this podcast in a political sense because I don't want to. It's not worth it anymore.
Right.
Because it's just not funny anymore. But this is funny. He was at a conference, I guess a meeting or whatever, and he's sitting at the head of the table, and Mike Pence is like right next to him on the other side, on the catty corner side of the table, like 90-degree angle. Okay.
Right.
And Donald Trump is seen, he has a water bottle on the table. He picks up the water bottle and just puts it on the ground.
Right.
And then Mike Pence looks up, sees that he's put this water bottle on the ground, and instantly takes his water bottle and puts it on the ground as well.
Like, Trump has
and that's the whole video.
But Trump has the bottle just on the ground when Pence grabs for his bottle.
Yes, like he saw him moving the bottle.
It's like fucking Pavlov's dog here. Like,
I just don't understand. Like, the video is fascinating to me for so many reasons, not on a political level. Like, why was he putting the bottle of water on the ground? Why did Mike Pence feel the need to put the bottle of water on the ground too? Are they sending a signal to somebody? Like, is that like a certain signal or a sign? Is it just to be funny? Is it like to make a point about something? Like, I want to know. I got to know why he did this.
Okay. I don't think so. Are you under the assumption that it is coordinated? Like,
I'm not under any assumption. I just honestly wanted, did Mike Pence do it because Trump did it? Did Trump do it because it's a signal?
No.
Did Mike Pence do it because he's following Trump's signal? Did Trump do it to be funny? Did Trump do it just because? I don't know. I want to fucking know.
I think Mike Pence absolutely did it because Trump did it. I think Mike Pence doesn't take a shit unless he gets permission from Trump. Like, I just get onto pwthepodcast.com and watch this GIF because it's hilarious. He just, what the fuck? Like,
so I think that should be the poll this week.
Okay. What
do you think that?
Do you want to? Do you want to make up a couple scenarios of what you think was happening?
Yes.
So what was Mike Pence doing? Here we go. What was Mike Pence thinking? And we'll come up with a couple scenarios, and we'll post those, and you can vote on it.
Perfect. I'm thinking one is we'll make some funny answers. I'm thinking maybe one's just, hey, just following orders.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Oh, that's a good one. Toeing the line is the third response.
All right,
that'll toeing the line, baby.
That'll be the poll for this week. So, what was Mike Pence thinking?
The number is 747 banging.
747-226-4464.
Call in with your own conspiracy theory about what that bottle means. I think it's a signal.
You do? All right.
I do. I think it's like baseball signs. I don't know what the sign is. I want to know what it is. That's my personal conspiracy theory about the water bottle.
Ooh, Donald's got to
You have to go watch this video. Go to our website, pwpodcast.com. We'll have a link to it. Just go watch the video. It's literally 3 seconds long, but it is worth every second.
Oh, I wonder. I don't know. We'll keep brainstorming some ideas, but hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, PW the Podcast for all of that. Share our post, like our post, retweet our posts, whatever you want to do. Just help us out, get the word out. We've had a lot of people on Instagram that are liking our stuff, and I'm really appreciative.
Yeah, it's helping.
So keep it up. Keep up the great work. Let us know. Let us know if we can do anything better. I don't know. Give us a call. I'd like to hear from you people.
We will try to be 1% better.
We'll try. I wouldn't hold my breath, but we'll try.
I wouldn't. You don't want to pass out. Oh, before we go, I have to tell you my story about how I taught someone how to siphon gas yesterday.
Okay.
So my mother was moving.
Okay.
And one of the last things she did yesterday was like move her fish.
Okay.
So first I had to go up there and help her move, like catch all these goddamn fish in her fish tank and put them in like a bucket for her.
Right.
Fucking great. That's so much fun. That's how I want to spend my fucking Tuesday night. Just collecting fish for my mother. Who she's going to kill anyways because she kills all her goddamn fish. She's been through like 5,000 fish.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, how do we get the gas?
This just started Mrs. Paul's in her franchise in her house. But and then she was like using this pump to like try to get the water out of the fish tank because she couldn't like tilt. It's too heavy. It was too thick to like tilt over. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she had like this tube and she's like trying to get this thing to like, pump water. I'm like, Mom, fucking just do this. And I take the thing and I shove it in the water and I suck the water out till it comes out the fish tank and it starts draining into this bucket. And she's like, how the fuck did you do that? I'm like, did you ever steal gas as a kid?
Apparently not.
Apparently, do you not know how to siphon gas? Does nobody know but me?
I know how to siphon gas.
My mother was horrified that I knew how to siphon gas out of a car like that.
Yeah, it's not fun. Like, I don't, Yeah.
But did you know how to do it? If I told you to siphon gas out of a car, would you be able to do it?
Yes, I would be able to do it. But it's going to have to be an extreme situation for me to do it.
Why?
Why? Because I'm not very good at it, so there's always... I don't want to accidentally get it into my mouth. That's what she said.
I got it in my mouth. I just spit it out.
Oh, no, thank you. Yeah.
But yeah, I got it in my mouth. It's whatever. So I drank fish water last night, which is awesome. But I'm probably gonna die of dysentery soon.
Right.
In the Oregon Trail. But my mother and my stepfather were both horrified that I knew how to siphon gas out of a car like that. I'm like, what do you? How do you think I got all my gas from when I was 16? You think I paid for all that gas?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if that's a situation to be horrified in. It's not like you were like trying to explain to them how to make cocaine. Like you
Change my mind. Don't call in about the water bottle. Call in and let me know if you've ever siphoned gas out of your parents' car as a kid.
I never have.
Really? You never siphoned gas out of your parents' car when you were like 16?
No, my parents love me.
You paid for your gas like a sucker?
My parents love me. If I needed gas, they would give me some money for gas.
Oh, see, no.
Yeah.
I was an unloved child. I had to get my own gas money, bro.
Right.
Which meant I had to get my own. So I had to get my own gas money. So I had to get $5 for a plastic tube and $3 for a bucket.
You didn't just cut their garden hose and do it?
The garden hose doesn't fit. It's too thick.
Not with that attitude.
PWPodcast.com. It's PW the Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all the social media stuff. You can find us on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Play. Just search for Prestige Worldwide, the podcast, and you'll find us. Tell your friends, tell your loved ones, tell your mother after you tell her you siphoned gas out of her car as a kid to go listen to our podcast.
Right.
And tell everybody. Just literally, just tell the next person you see. Just walk up to them in the face and just scream, Prestige Worldwide, the podcast.
Please do.
Do it right now. Just stop. Hit stop right now on your fucking iPhones, your fucking Google phones, whatever you got. Walk up, go to your coworker and just yell it right in their face. Just get real in their grill about it.
All right. Sounds good to me.
I expect our listenership to double by next week.
I think they will.
Party.
So. All right, guys. We will see you next Thursday.
See you later, guys.